What were the most devastating fires in the history of California? Has the LA fire started naturally, or was it set on purpose? How much damage have these fires caused to California, and what measures have been taken to stop them? The answers to all these questions will be revealed in this video. From Hollywood, the entertainment capital of the world, to Silicon Valley, the epicenter of innovation, California shapes industries and inspires the globe. California's history has seen so many wildfires. Its unique city structure is one of the main reasons why wildfires spread so rapidly. The state is home to large cities like Los Angeles, San Francisco, and San Diego, but many of these cities are built right next to forests, mountains, and hills. This combination of urban areas and wildland creates what's known as the wildland-urban interface. It's a dangerous area where homes, businesses, and infrastructure are right next to dry, flammable land. The problem is that California's climate is hot and dry, especially during fire season. When fires start in these natural areas, they have an easy path to spread into nearby neighborhoods. Adding to this danger are the powerful winds, like the Santa Ana winds, which can push flames across large distances in a matter of hours. These winds, combined with the dry conditions, make wildfires more intense and harder to control. What makes it even worse is the way California has grown. People continue to build homes closer to the wild areas for the beauty, space, and peaceful environment they offer, and most of their homes are made up of wood. But this development means that when fires occur, they have nowhere to go but toward the homes and businesses that have been built in the way. The close proximity of forests and cities makes it nearly impossible to stop these fires before they cause massive damage. Throughout California's history, the state has experienced numerous natural disasters, including devastating fires that have reshaped communities and landscapes. Here are the top in the history of California. Number 1. The Cedar Fire. What started as a tiny spark in the Cleveland National Forest quickly turned into a raging beast that would tear through San Diego County with terrifying speed. This wasn't just any fire, one of the deadliest and most destructive wildfires California had ever seen. The fire was caused by an illegal campfire, just a few careless flames igniting in the dry, tinderbox-like landscape. But that small spark quickly grew into an inferno. In just a few hours, the fire was unstoppable, ripping through 280,000 acres of land, an area the size of a small city. The fire didn't wait for anyone. It raced across the landscape, leaping over roads, cutting through forests, and swallowing homes whole. The scenes were straight out of a nightmare. People watched helplessly as the flames devoured entire neighborhoods. 4,200 homes were reduced to ash, their walls crumbling in the heat. Many people lost their lives, including firefighters who risked everything to battle the blaze. The air turned thick with smoke, blackening the skies. But what was being done to stop it? Firefighters rushed in from all directions, using helicopters, planes, and everything they could to fight back. But the fire was relentless. The fire would race across miles in just a few hours, spreading to new areas and catching people by surprise. For nearly 2 weeks, the fire raged. By the time it was finally contained on November 3, 2003, many people didn't just lose their homes. The Cedar Fire didn't just burn forests. It burned through lives, leaving scars that would never fully heal. It left people questioning, how can we stop this? How can we prepare for the next time? Moving to number 2, the Camp Fire of 2018 is not just another devastating wildfire. It's the deadliest fire in California's history, and its name is forever etched in the minds of those who lived through it. It started on November 8, 2018, near the town of Paradise, in Butte County, Northern California. What began as a small spark in the Feather River Canyon quickly escalated into a ferocious monster, spreading with terrifying speed. The fire was fueled by high winds and dry conditions so perfect for disaster that the flames raced through the town at an unstoppable pace. In just a few hours, Paradise was completely engulfed. The fire spread so fast that thousands of people had no time to escape. Families were forced to abandon their homes with nothing but the clothes on their backs. Some were trapped in their cars, trying to escape the firestorm, while others ran for their lives through smoke so thick they couldn't see a thing. This was no ordinary fire. It was a catastrophic disaster. By the time it was finally contained, the campfire had consumed over 153,000 acres, destroyed 18,804 structures, and claimed 85 lives. Paradise, once a peaceful, close-knit community, was reduced to ashes. Entire neighborhoods, homes, businesses, schools, everything were lost in the flames. The damage wasn't just physical, it was emotional. Paradise, A town with deep roots in California history was gone in the blink of an eye. But what made this fire even more horrific was its speed. The flames moved so quickly that people couldn't react in time. Firefighters scrambled to try and stop it. But the winds and dry conditions worked against them at every turn. With the fire advancing at an almost unbelievable pace, no one could save the town. Despite the fire department's best efforts, the fire was simply too powerful to contain. The loss was unimaginable. The campfire became a turning point in the fight against wildfires in California. PG&E's faulty power lines sparked the blaze. Paradise has struggled to rebuild, and the survivors are still haunted by what they lost. The fire led to an outcry for better fire prevention strategies. Yet despite these warnings, California's fires continue to rage, growing more deadly and uncontrollable every year. Number 3 on the list and the latest to fuel the hype: the 2025 Los Angeles fire. A disaster that has left the world in shock began like any other fire, with a spark. But this was no ordinary blaze. It ignited in the San Fernando Valley, spreading quickly through dry brush, thanks to the gusty Santa Ana winds that have become California's deadly trademark. It wasn't just another wildfire. This fire would grow into a living nightmare that threatened the very heart of Los Angeles. By the time it began to rage, the city of stars, dreams, and fame was completely unprepared for the speed and devastation that would follow. In a city surrounded by towering hills and dry forests, where the slightest spark can turn into an inferno, the flames moved incredibly fast. Within just hours, thousands of people were forced to evacuate, their homes and businesses at risk of being completely wiped off the map. The fire wasn't just a threat to the outer parts of LA. It quickly crept toward iconic landmarks, neighborhoods like Hollywood Hills, Beverly Grove, and even Westwood, home to the famous University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA. Residents and tourists alike watched in horror as flames consumed homes, and the once familiar skyline of LA blurred under thick smoke. The 2025 Los Angeles fire didn't just devastate neighborhoods, it came dangerously close to some of the most famous celebrity homes in the world. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West have a luxurious estate in Hidden Hills. Angelina Jolie's Malibu property was also at risk, as the area is frequently affected by the flames. Gwyneth Paltrow, with her home in Beverly Hills, saw her property under threat as well, just like Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry, whose Beverly Hills estate was in the fire's path. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, with his Beverly Hills residence, faced the same terrifying danger, as his property is also located in a wildfire-prone area. These stars, among many others, found themselves facing the same terrifying reality as the rest of Los Angeles. This fire was one of the most destructive in recent history. More than 75,000 acres of land were destroyed. The fire didn't just take homes, it took a piece of the city itself. People watched as priceless pieces of history, like landmarks, parks, and cultural sites, turned to ash. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video. And if you're curious to uncover the truth about Project Neom, check out this video next.